If you really want to make sure that you will stick with your idea to start a business for whatever you have in your mind, I would definitely suggest that you do something that will bring you very quick results, or it will indicate very quickly whether this will be success or a failure. Reason why is we spend so much time and effort and energy that it's sort of like preparation, and when this preparation is too long, we always find some excuses, we always find something that will make us to give up, and often we don't even start. So instead, if we find a way to do things that they will give us quickly the feedback if something works or not, we often find ways to stick and keep on going in the start of our business. I want to share you a story for one of the businesses that I started maybe 7-8 years ago. It was for a takeaway app that I really had a dream about to build it, and the idea behind was to deliver Bulgarian food through this app. I was thinking just like so many options in London, especially in terms of food, but when it comes down to that traditional food of our country, it wasn't really available anywhere. So I saw it as a huge opportunity, and I thought like I can easily fulfill that gap in the market. With that dream, I managed to build this app using drag and drop platforms, but I managed to build it in one day, literally. And I built it while I was working in a different job, me being in a retail environment. So in the shop, I had like plenty of time. So I did spend quite a few hours of building it, but it was ready in one day. And on the next day, I had to like set up the timing of the opening hours. And I got really excited of waiting that opening hour, which was like 6 o'clock in the evening, to see the app live and to wait for orders. I wouldn't say that I was expecting any orders in the first day, but to my surprise, we got the first order 10 minutes after the app was alive. Of course, I did some posts up front saying that we're starting this, and I was, of course, hoping for something, but I would never expect that we will have the first order in 10 minutes after the app became alive. So that got me so excited, and I was jumping all over. I still remember till this day when that app just like beeped, and it was like ching. It had a really interesting sound, and we had to click the accept button for accepting the order. I was like all over the place. I was so happy. I was jumping and I was screaming, we have the first order, we have the first order. It was really nice feeling. But the point I'm trying to make is when you manage to do things that they can give you quickly the feedback, you go so excited when that feedback is positive. You get so energized that this energy and this positive feeling, it gives you the reason why you become active after that to do other things and to fight with any challenges that may come along the way. But you have that energy and that desire to keep going forward because you already saw a result. Imagine if it was opposite. Imagine that instead of this, I was to decide like, I'm not going to use those drag and drop platforms. I will build the app on my own. I'll learn how to code and build like a completely bespoke app for takeaway, which is ridiculous. Just imagine if I was to decide to do it in that way. It could have taken maybe 6 or 12 months to get to a version that is kind of like useful. I'm sure that within 6 or 12 months I would have given up. And instead, by going in a very speedy mode, I managed to start this business in a day. And I carried on with this business for probably a year and a half or two, which I then sold it back to the owner of the restaurant. But my point is, I would have never done it if it was to take me too long. So if you do have any ideas, if you do want to start things, but you feel that you really need to prepare a lot, you need to cover all the stages and things like that, think of, is there a way that I can quickly do something, maybe put a lot of energy for a couple of days, be concentrated, but be able to check what will be the feedback. And I promise you that you will either decide not to waste your time, or you will get really energized and active, and you will just lift off with no doubts. I'll see you in the next video.